Are you stuck in a fast food line behind a sweet and sour, condiment packed, picky, complaining customer? There is a less stressful way to get a bite to eat without going to Burger King, McDonald's, or In-N-Out the emergency room burger. Decide to skip the line, and you skip the clogged arteries. Realistically, we pass grocery stores on the way home each day, so why not stop in and pick up a couple of items for dinner? You'll save your money and your health as a consequence. This is the Man's Kitchen. Hello! You seen the opening? You seen the tasty burgers? We're going to show you how to make them with some grade A beef. Let's get busy. Hey girl, what's your name? You know you're the baddest thing I've seen in a minute. I mean every bit of it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to parcel this bad boy into some steps. So we want to toast the bread. Now I have some butter in there. We have 2 buns here because we have 2 burgers. We put those down and we'll just twist that in the butter as you see there. Just want to get it buttered up pretty good. I had that butter at about medium heat, so now I can afford to crank it up a little bit. We want to brown just the bottom just slightly. Now you might have noticed I had it out of this container, so you can take a common Tupperware container. And once you have that butter and the bread brown just the way you want it, we'll sit them inside of that with the lid partially on to keep that bread nice and soft and yet toasted at the same time. We won't put the lid on all the way because we don't want to make it wet. Okay. Now I can't feel the heat through this bread, so don't worry about that. But make sure you use caution when you work with heat. Now at the same time, we're waiting on that bread to warm up. We'll take the beef patty and we can go ahead and salt a little bit on one side. Modest amount of pepper. Now you can use fresh cracked pepper. This is just sprinkled store-bought pepper. But the main thing we'll use is some Lea & Perrins Worcestershire sauce. I can go ahead and turn it off now. You see it starting to smoke. So that will brown by itself. So we'll take a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Put that on that spoon like that. Put it on top of the hamburger meat to season that real well. There's nothing worse than a bland burger. Salt and pepper sometimes just won't do it. Alright, so I got enough there that it'll work for both sides of the burger, so we can go ahead and put that aside. And then I know that bread is nice and toasty. You can see there. That's enough. We just want it to brown the part there. That's the bottom. There's the 2 lids. Now, in order to cook that, notice like I said, it's just off of there, just not to let the steam come out, because we don't want any wet buns. Just set that to the side. Now we're going to put a little bit of canola oil, because canola oil is less going to smoke. Now the butter has a lower smoking point. That's why you notice that the smoke's coming off the butter. And I can turn the fan on. The fan's kind of loud here, but that's what happens with a commercial fan. And we'll go ahead and put that down in a nice flat pan. We'll turn her back on. It's already on medium high. Put that lid on there. A lot of times when you're, and I put that a little bit more at medium heat, but a lot of times when you're cooking products like burgers, it's okay to have a lid on there as far as protecting yourself from the splatter. And in the oven at the same time, we have some waffle fries, and we'll assemble all that stuff when it's nice and time to do it. Okay, so like I said, what you want to do is make sure you leave a lid on that meat. Now, I worked in a restaurant before, many years ago, before they invented the wheel, and a lot of times we put a pressure on the burger. Okay, that's even cooking. But we will never press it down to get the flavor out. You always have managers saying, hey, don't press the flavor out of the burger, right? Okay, so the same thing here. When that burger gets almost done on one side, we'll flip it over. We don't want it burnt. Okay, but we want it almost done on one side. Now it's okay to go ahead and check it, but you make sure you take the lid, you turn away from it. Now see, that stuff you see, that's the splatter of that ground beef. So you notice I can work around it, I don't get burnt, I don't get any splatter. So I'm going to turn away from it. I can just go ahead and cook it if I want to. Now I can actually make a mistake when I was doing this. Another one. You see? Now it may smoke a little bit and this fan is more than enough to take that out of there. I go ahead and turn up a little bit higher. Now in a minute we'll come back and we'll go ahead and we'll assemble the sandwich, which is the second part of it. We'll take the waffle fries out. I'll show you how to mix a nice dressing for the top of your burger, how you plate it. We make sure we have a beer with it. We got Foster's. Foster's is great for a burger like this. Now remember, you don't have to go to one of those fast food joints. You can make the best real burger at the house with real meat, no byproducts. So give us just a minute. We'll be right back with you guys. Don't go nowhere. Okay, we're back, and through the magic of television, we are done. Now we're going to assemble a sandwich. So remember I said we had the 2 toasted buns. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, I'll pull the fries out. Now these are waffle fries. I prefer these over traditional fries. They are good. We're going to take some of the waffle fries and put those on there, just like that. Same type plate that you would get at a restaurant. Now I want to dress the bread. So we dress the bread sort of backwards in the style that we need it. The human tongue will be better tasting the burger from the bottom up. That's what's going to taste the burger first, your tongue. So don't try to put all of the ingredients on the top of the bun. So I'll start at the bottom of the bun with whatever mayonnaise you do. That's sandwich bread, so it's not much different. And to that, we will add a couple of slices of cheese to the bottom, not the top. Okay? And from there, we'll go ahead and continue to dress the sandwich. And we'll start with the burger style, which is more of a slider style burger. Nice. They're done. They're steamy, slider style. See what happened to that beef? 100% pure beef. Alright, so see that? Now we're just about started. We're not just there yet, but we're getting there. That's nice and toasted. Alright, so next thing I want to do is want to go ahead and mix the ingredients together. So what I have here is I have a couple of tablespoons of ketchup. We have a tablespoon and a half of mustard. We have about a teaspoon of hot sauce, your preference. So mix all those together. Oh no, I spilled some on my hand. I can lick it off. Thank you. Okay, so right there. See? Get that nice and mixed together. You come out with a different flavor and color. And to that, you want to actually put that on the burger. That's the flavor from the top of your mouth. Okay, so we got one at the bottom, one at the top. Now, to that, you can go ahead and dress the rest of your sandwich. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put a couple of nice sized tomatoes. I slice them pretty thin, and we'll juxtapose them that way. We'll put some shredded lettuce. Now you can get that shredded lettuce in a bag at the grocery store. You don't have to try to pre-slice your lettuce. You save your time on that. Just like the fast food joints, those are sliced pickles. But the only difference is those are baby kosher dill pickles that I sliced myself. And see, it's much thicker than that little thin stuff you get at fast food. So we put a couple of those on there. Some people like 3. We're pretending it's just like the fast food places that charge you more than they actually give you. And that, my friend, will complete the sandwich. If you want to, you could also put some on the lid. Close her up. That is good. That is a sandwich and fries indeed. How much would you pay for that at a fast food place? I have no idea, because I would prefer to make it myself. Now today we're going to add my favorite beer, move it out of the way, Foster's. For this type of sandwich, Foster's beer, you can get it at any type, I guess, grocery store, liquor store. It's a lager. Now if you watch the man's bartender on this channel, and you want a nice head on your beer when you pour it, what you want to do, you want to aim the pour at about 75% of the ways up in the glass at an angle for so much, and then when it's enough on the bottom, then you turn it up and you can start to make the head on the beer. So it looks something like this. At an angle, see all that beer running? Oh, that's so great. There we have it. See? And that's how you get a head on it. Now that head will settle down, so we're not worried about that. But if you ever want to get a head on a beer, that's how you do it. Alright. So what we're going to do now, we're going to try this bad boy. I'm going to make sure I mash it down, get all those flavors in there. Give her a bite. Look at that. That's a burger. I don't know what they have at fast food. I wouldn't spend my money to eat there when I can make that at the house. So the head settle down. Foster's. Man, that was good. You got your buddies over. You got your beer. You got your real burger. Real 100% ground beef. Waffle fries. You mix your own sauce. You cut your own pickles. Man, you are living a life of Raleigh. So remember, don't go out to fast food and you feel a rough stomach afterwards. Make the stuff at home. It's even cheaper. We'll see you guys next time on The Man's Kitchen. Enjoy your sandwich, because I know I will.
Cold as ice, pay the price. If you think night ain't nice, I don't want the whole pie, just give me a slice. Nitro, when I'm back for more, I'm at a dough, an animal, a carnivore, with a picture of Biggie up on my wall. MCs be praying on my downfall. Stop with the madness, I'm the baddest. And if you didn't know, almost is the saddest word that you ever heard. This is absurd, raw raps in a rhyme in the form of a bird. I rap, bitch.